Love. It doesn't look dangerous. Besides, it's kind of cute. A little. Squeeze me. Yes. Yes. Yes, I have achieved Nirvana. This is what we've been waiting for. Gonna blow my cover right there. Oh no, she doesn't let go of me soon. Stay still. Don't move. Oh, I ain't ever moving. Oh god. Just listen to me. Stay still. Oh, I'm getting still, alright? Hey, Date. Quit playing around and give that young man his pet back. Okay, here. No, no, please. I'll be your Digimon, I swear. I'll do whatever you want me to. No, I don't think I will. Cease this foolishness, Hawk. You know that Celestial may not deny a superior. Relinquish the figs. This is an order. How about you fuck right off? I said no. No, you just show up out of fucking nowhere, steal my glory you're gonna go deliver them as I'm going to go deliver them. Fuck off. How many times I gotta tell you this, old man? Fuck off. You're so full of shit, your eyes are brown. No. God damn you. Fine, fuck off. I'll just go kill you later and take them back. Well, what about it? If you work for me, a core of the world. Chat. We got a special guest. And Vulcan's here too. God damn it, I already forgot about the profile picture. Anyways. Oh, nope, there he goes. I was gonna say I had my dog with me, but he got down. He's not having it tonight.
Oh yeah, we're scarred motherfuckers with this profile picture tonight. I fucking love it. It's so bad.
Just in my free time, if I ever get my redesign done, I'll make you one, and it's just gonna be with that face.
Please.
It'll just make a normal one, and then when your thing lights up, it's just gonna be the face. What's going on, chat? After a 2-day hiatus, I went up into the mountains and I wrestled some bears and rabbits. So the original plan for Cyber Sleuth was to use the B team, but I said fuck that, and I had 3 Platinum Sukamon. I don't know if you can hear that. And it turns out I can get into Kowloon level 5 where we're at right now, and the game doesn't tell you that. So I went and I grinded there, and all our boys got enough ABI now that they're close to becoming megas now. Fucking Rock Slide's gonna be pumped and hyped. Man, I'm excited for his final evolution. Dukes and 3-piece are gonna take a hot minute though, because they are like super powerful, like mega levels. One's even an ultra level. You're just gonna stay at the door. And for those wondering why I have my dog with me, is because I'm on dog sleeping duty tonight for family reasons. So you might hear the dog in the background. He's not dying. He's just a baby. Physically and mentally. Chihuahua, in fact. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's happened in the last, like, what, 2 or 3 days I haven't streamed. I posted the stream schedule. I forgot to do it on Twitch again. But if you join the Discord and hang out because you're cool like that, I did post it there along with like videos that I'll be posting over on the YouTube. Because some of them aren't just streams. It's not just an archive channel. And alright, we'll be playing some more Agorist on Friday. And I'm tempted to play a game called Moonring. Moonring is a free game on Steam that you can get. It's homage to like the old like Ultima style games. And it was made by like what was it, like the co-creator of like the Fable series? Not Peter Molyneux. I told my dad about that and that's the first thing he went to. Yeah, we can get some silly things in there. We can... One of the gods, we can worship them and we're basically the Harlequins from Warhammer. Your wife got bisected right in front of you. Honk honk. I think there's also a mechanic where like the world kind of generates based upon your name. So we could get kind of silly with that if we wanted to. Oh, there you are. You want up here now? Alright, come on. Come on out. I'm not letting you out right now. Come on. Oh, you want to be a big streamer? Yeah. You probably pull more views than me. You got more charisma than me, I'll tell you that. You might have a bridge moment though, you're a very angry dog.
I had forgotten I muted myself. Fuck.
What were you saying?
Just telling Chad to commit war crimes.
Oh, well that's a given. In Minecraft.
No, not in Minecraft.
Right, you're
I
playing
wanna get
Wolfenstein.
involved.
All fun games that send a pipe bomb to your house.
Oh no, the CIA! I've been expecting them.
See, Chad, don't worry. He's like the crazy uncle. He's a bit distant and he says some weird things, but you know, sometimes they're funny. He's gonna show up to the family barbecue in a tinfoil hat. Gonna be that uncle that just gets wildly political inappropriately.
I already do that now. Sober, even. Can't really get much worse. At least I fucking hope not.
So, I gotta ask, because a lot of my family is... Like, half of them are here in Ohio, and then the other half are, like, in Florida. So, we've got some, they unabashedly call themselves hillbillies, let's just say that. How many rednecks you got at the family barbecue? Let us know down in the chat.
Damn, I think the only one's my father. I'm not even kidding. I come from a very...
Oh, that's right. You come from like a line of doctors or some shit.
Yeah, and my father's the only failure.
the redneck doctor.
God, I just got really... It's like, okay, you're gonna be born in this family. Okay, you get the shitty one. Fuck! And you inherit all this mental problems. Fuck!
It's okay. It balances out because I was born into the relatively normal one.
Oh, and
No,
your brother's got
I
PTSD. Inherit it.
Actually, I shouldn't say the like the most normal one. No, they are the normal one. I think my other uncle's like, I think he got thrown in the psych ward at one point. And the other one just said, I got diabetes, fuck it, I'm gonna live life to the fullest, and then he immediately died. Blind. And without a foot. And had like 4 wives. I'm sorry, 4 ex-wives.
I guess he kinda lived for a little bit.
Well, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna die young. Okay. Dead.
before.
That reminds me, well, you probably know nothing of Death Note, right?
No, but that's the third time this week I've heard something about it, so I'm mildly.
Well, you hang out with goth chicks, that makes sense. It's like, yeah, I've heard about Ergo Proxy. Like, yeah, it's because it's basically Evanescence, the anime. But, I mean, the main chick straight up looks like the cover of that Evanescence, the girl on the cover of that Evanescence album. But anyways, I always thought it was be funny because there's this thing like called the Eyes of the Shinigami or whatever, and basically you can see people's like actual name and their age and when they're gonna die and stuff. So it's real helpful because you need like their actual name and their picture of their face when you write their name in the book. That kills people. But the cost of getting those eyes is half your lifespan. And they even elaborate upon this, like, I could die in like 2 seconds instead of 4 seconds if I take this gift. It could be 10 years from now, it could be 20 years from now, or it could be tomorrow.
A fair trade.
I just like to imagine, like, alright, I accept the gift. Alright, what are you doing? Looking at my non-existent watch. Why? All of a sudden, Chuck just comes and slams into the building. Then, by the laws of anime, they get isekai'd.
Damn.
You know, I feel like sometimes I think like I can do like a reaction like kind of content, but you know, unfortunately I'm just a still bouncing PNG, so I don't think I'd be good at reacting. But I'd love for us to just like sit down and watch like shitty isekai anime, you know, and just roast it. First one would have to be Do You Love Your Mom and her 2-hit multi-attack combo. Oh, I'm sorry, 2-hit multi, that's like I'm pulling it up. Can I just find it if I type in like MILF Isekai? Cause ain't fucking nobody remembering that title. Hold on. I can just pull up her name. Mamako Usuki figure and then bunny are the first two things show up in these. Okay. Alright, she's the main protagonist. She's the beta tester in the MMORPG alongside her son, who's a complete shit that needs to respect his mother more. Oh wait, did they shorten the name? Let's see here. All her magic has mother in the name. Wait, how old is she? Because her husband's 40. Hold on, chat. I'm doing very important research. And if we ever get enough people in the Discord, we'll have like an anime watch-along night, because there's a lot of like 90s shit I want to watch. But I feel like this is one we have to watch. Oh well. Anyways, what is the... Oh, what the hell? What? The little thing just... Okay, here we go. Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? Chat, imagine that, if you will. You get transported to an isekai world where you could be the OP protagonist. But no, your mother comes with you, and then she is the overpowered protagonist. That'd be fun. Welcome back.
Yep. Ran to get some ice cream.
Right on, what kind?
Ben and Jerry's chocolate fudge brownie.
Mm.
Say what you want about Ben and Jerry's. Their ice cream can be really fucking good.
I don't think I've ever actually had Ben and Jerry's.
Damn.
Yeah. I refer you back to my culinary palette of gray nutrient paste on white bread with the crust cut off, Vulcan. It's neat.
Mine of insane amounts of sugar per day.
You have not seen the amount of shit that's at our house. My dad has an incredible sweet tooth. But it's good old Neapolitan around here. Maybe if we're feeling a little bit spicy, you know, we might get some of that dark chocolate raspberry. Of course, that's usually gone at like the end of the day because of my dad. I guess strawberry ice cream in honor of our old dog. Pouring like melted strawberry ice cream out for the homies.
Not pouring a beer out, not pouring an energy drink out, pouring fucking melted ice cream out. Actually, not even melted ice cream. Just turn the whole fucking thing upside down. Hope it falls.
This one goes out to my homie, and we just hold it upside down, just slowly, just starts coming out. Like, hold on, you gotta give it a second. Hold on, we gotta put it in the microwave real fast. We gotta nuke it real fast. Anyone that might be watching, let us know what your favorite ice cream is. I honestly don't think I know.
There are wrong answers. There are wrong answers.
If you put Ben and Jerry's pecan resist, you're all wrong. Because it's just so cringy when they like tried making like politically charged ice cream flavors. Like my guys.
Stop doing that because it failed miserably. Oh, it is Gay Pride Month. Yeah, go fuck your local homo.
Without further ado, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
It's totally not like we're in a fucking rat race right now and they're socially engineering us to stop having children to be more gay so the population declines rapidly. It makes it easier to control.
Well, I mean that also
Totally
just comes
not that, right?
I mean that also just comes normally when we have like more advanced societies. Because you know, when you're in the podunk backwoods, you need more kids to help around the house. But you know, when you're a big doctor making a lot of money, you really don't have time to keep popping kids out.
Yeah, but now it's just blatant. And they're not hiding it anymore. It's just people are refusing to acknowledge it.
Yeah, I mean, pick any fandom, they get really fervent if you have like what was the one in Genshin Impact? It was like someone thought that this one canonically lesbian character would be a cute couple with a canonically gay character, and the internet crucified them for the audacity. Even though if you do think about it, serious no nonsense ninja girl and boisterous Oni man, that's a pretty good combo. But it's Genshin Impact still, so fuck it. I remember when everyone was playing Genshin Impact, Vulcan? Even you, I think.
No, I never played it.
Oh yeah, it was literally everyone else though, around our little circle of friends.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, and then everyone started like actually seeing it once they weren't thinking with their dick. Like, wow, this game actually sucks, and everyone that like unironically enjoys it is a little bit cringe. We know someone like that, where they had just never stopped playing Genshin Impact.
Don't fucking remind me.
Right. It's
so bad for so long. I get it.
There's a reason I don't play gacha games anymore, and that is because they are fundamentally built to make you have as least amount of fun as possible. They basically, like, you show up to their house, you know, you're willing to hang out, have a good time, you know, just watch like a good movie or something, and they immediately spit in your face. They tell you to come in, and oh my god. And then it's just hell the entire time. Playing gacha games is like being a battered spouse. They'll get better. Get better. Like, they have their moments. They have their moments. They're a good person, I swear. Maybe if they had a good day. Maybe I'll finally get Rosaria on the gacha banner. Nope. Oh, I got a black eye now.
Every War Thunder player.
Yeah. I hate that this is like the standard now. Gacha systems, dude. And then just fucking. Do you remember back when Destiny 1 came out and they had a 10-year plan? That was fucking bullshit. Yeah, because let's be real, these games as a service, they probably last for like a year. If that. Because they just go so fucking hard at trying to like milk you. Because they know it's not gonna last, because they're gonna make another game exactly fucking like it next year. They're gonna do the same shit.
Fucking, was it Star Citizen? That's just a scam too. They have all these plans and shit, and it's not even gonna release.
Oh god, yeah, that's the space flight sim one, right?
That's the one with an actual price tag of a ship being 24,000 USD, and multiple people bought it.
Of course they did. Well, at what point in that is novelty of the fact that like you're the guy that did that, right? It's like the people that bought Belle Delphine's bathwater. At least one of those guys just bought it to say that they could buy it and laugh about it.
Yeah, but the grand majority is weird.
Yeah, space flight sim fans are an interesting breed, from what I understand.
It's the most violent form of autism I've ever witnessed.
Oh, I forgot to put the hot talking up. There we go. What was I gonna bring up? I can't remember now.
Something with space sims.
I think it was a little bit before that, but whatever. There's me ranting about the video games industry again.
Oh, just I'm being sketchy as fuck. Like,
yeah, it's just.
Recently. There's really not a good one right now because it's
Dude,
the same shit generally.
If they gave me as much money as they put into like a AAA game, I could probably live comfortably for the rest of my life. Just one AAA game. And then if for some reason they don't quite understand that, well, we didn't make our money back. Yeah, because you blew like $10 billion on a game. You know how much money you know how many copies you'd have to sell just to break even on that shit?
Too fucking.
This is why people like Helldivers, because it's a smaller team. I mean, it's got like, what, 100 people?
That actually gives a fuck, and it's just an overall good game.
Yeah. And of course, you know, as soon as they became successful, that's when Sony started giving a shit about them. Oh shit, yeah, we actually own that game. How about you make some changes to your Freedom Pass? You know, because, you know, I mean, we put our money in this game for you, so, you know, you gotta do a little something for us. I mean, this isn't a charity we're running.
We're living in the timeline where Sony actually fucking gave up on doing something because there was so much pushback.
They'll do it again.
Oh, they'll try it again. And hopefully, we fight back again.
They'll be subtler about it, because this is what always happens. The problem is people push too hard, and then they back off, and then when people forget because they have the attention span of a gnat, they're a bit more subtle about it.
Yeah.
As doomerous that sounds. Remember, do they still do on-disc DLC? No, they don't. They're trying to not even sell you
like
discs.
2010. What the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say, they don't even like try to sell you discs anymore. But God, I remember people got so pissed back in the day about that.
Ooh, Baldur's Gate has a disc copy.
Yeah.
Because they actually, you know, kind of give a fuck.
Yeah. You know, that's probably more like a novelty thing, unfortunately. It's like...
I don't even have a disk driver on my computer anymore.
Yeah,
There's just nothing that I need it for.
It's because they're trying to phase them out so you don't own anything. But joke's on them, I got a fucking external that I could just plug into my laptop and download from there. That's how I download my Oblivion.
Yeah, that's why I have fucking portable USBs. Because it's just easier to store shit on them.
Remember, kids, you're not buying your game, you're not owning it, you're renting it.
Unless you
That's
pirate it
why...
and put it on a USB stick.
What was the thing I heard recently? It's like Sony's now making an AI to detect your tone of voice to see if you're like having a gamer rage moment. And these are also the people that want to like permanently like ban you from your online game if you use naughty words. And was essentially a public space.
I'm sorry, but like, what is the big fucking pushback on saying words? Like, okay, I get it, like, blatantly being fucking hateful.
Yeah.
And just absolutely being serious about it. But just generalized curse words. Why the fuck are you trying to phase them out? People are gonna use them no matter what. There's always gonna be slang. There's gonna be fucking taboo words.
Yeah,
why are you
this
phasing
is...
them out? That's just gonna kill the language.
And this is also the thing about killing language, is they're gonna come up with something else. And...
like, that's how we came up with fucking Riz.
You know, what I mean like that is...
Brain rot.
I think Twitch backed up on this so I can say it, because I've heard people say it nonstop. Then again, I don't make Twitch money. But it used to be that when simp finally became like the big buzzword, Twitch banned it. Probably because someone got butthurt. And what did everyone do? They immediately started saying shrimp. Everyone knew exactly what they meant. It's like... you're not gonna... like, I understand, like, you want a nice, healthy environment, but you are definitely not going to get that in a fucking online multiplayer game, ever. Take it from a guy that has at least a bachelor's degree in psychology, where... let's be real, when you're like... what's a hip, like, multiplayer game everyone's playing?
Divers.
What?
Helldivers.
Not Helldivers, because that's more cooperative.
Oh, just generalized multiplayer. Battlefield 5 is still pretty popular. Oh,
Okay.
Battlefield 2042. There we go.
Let's say that, or what? Apex Legends. Let's go with like Apex Legends, right? Because that's kind of a bit of both. Of cooperative with your buddy, with your team, and then you're up against other people. You're not there, or like, unless you're like actually in a call with those people, you're not there. You're psychologically not going to see them as people. You're probably more likely going to think of them as just like bots or something, right? It's the same thing why people are shady with people at McDonald's, because they're in an environment where they're not really people. You don't know these people, so they're basically a food dispensary unit that you can just take all your abuse out on. And it's the same thing with multiplayer games. No matter what you do, even if it is 100% your fault and you're being bad at the game, it's going to be someone else's fault. And that's gonna just make you salty. It is an inevitable thing, especially when you push fucking multiplayer games. Oh, God. This is why I don't play multiplayer games. I play like single player games and I play exclusively cooperative games. No PvP for this gentleman. This is coming from a guy that used to be like super into Smite, by the way. We've had that long conversation where I reminisced. I'm feeling a little spicy. What other games industry bullshit can we talk about?
Let me dig through my library because I have every game company under Sony.
You know what? I
Sony.
will. Yeah, the Sony.
Bro, Sony.
Guy, we've done that so many times. Let me pull up my Steam. We can balance it out because I only buy good games on Steam. I'm very frugal with my money. I'm gonna know I'm gonna like the game before I buy it.
The games that are a decade and a half old.
Sir, I'll have you know, Digimon Cyber Sleuth is only 9 years old. And I may or may not have put 273.7 hours into it. I have Moonring installed, good sir. When did this game come out? Ignore the fact that it's basically... It looks like an Ultima game. But that's still technically new. Let's see here. I got a weird I got a lot of like weird free horror games on here. I got American Truck Simulator. That's a good one. Got some House Flipper. Oh, here's one. Why do we not have choose your own adventure games?
It takes too long to make them more likely.
The fuck do you mean, Vulcan? I have choose your own adventure games that are purely text-based.
Yeah, but we're a visual society now. Reading takes too much effort.
Get an artist. Make some stills. Like, it's just, it feels like there's a lot of genres and games that are almost basically dead for some reason.
Well, and that's how RTS was a few years ago. Then it just fucking resurged out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, like, think how crazy...
They come back in waves.
Think how crazy it would be if there was, like, a AAA budget to make an RTS game. And it would... Not even that. Like, a quarter of that. With the advances in technology today. It'd be insane.
Yeah, because mostly it's smaller studios or legacy studios that are doing RTS stuff. Like, the only one I really play is Company of Heroes. Because there's really nothing going on. Because I don't want to play StarCraft 2. I don't want to play Warcraft anymore. Yeah, there's really no... There's no AAA RTS games. What the fuck?
I mean, let's be real. It's always the Sony starter pack, am I right? Third-person generic action adventure game.
Actually,
With
kind of
gripping
fucking
cinematic
hear you.
story. In air quotes. It's what people buy. But then again, you also gotta keep remember the general, like, quote-unquote gaming populace, they don't decide what's a good game and what to play. They're told what's good and what to play. Because no one's gonna, like,
That's
seriously,
our
like...
society.
See, this goes back to me going to indoctrinate my kids when they're young. Like, alright, Jimmy. Alright, Hawk Jr. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna play fucking Oblivion. But Dad, that's an old game. Yeah, but it's better than the shit you're gonna play. What are you gonna play, little Hawk Jr.? You gonna play fucking, I don't know, Pokemon Leather or Lace, and it's gonna run like 2 frames per second? I'm gonna teach you about this woman named Cynthia. No, I shouldn't do that, because that's like there's a joke in like Pokemon of like, you know, it starts out, there's an astronaut in space, like, huh, steps on a banana peel that just says like Misty's kind of cute. Next thing you know, he's flying off into a crippling hentai addiction. And Cynthia is like the fucking Pokemon waifu. I mean, you've probably seen her. She's like the one with the long blonde hair. Yeah, you probably definitely seen it from me.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it.
Yeah, it's great. I think that's when Pokemon finally realized the power of waifus, because they started getting really fucking crazy with their designs afterwards.
I'll be back in a moment. I have to put my screen.
Right on. I forgot I technically have Persona... I shouldn't say technically. I do have. I bought it. I do have Persona 4 Golden on Steam. Which is funny because I don't really like Persona games as much as I used to. Of course, that was in my my hard power, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hunter x Hunter kind of arc. Let's see what's... Alright, going back to Sony, for some reason, despite the fact that they started funding the games, and Sony was like the visual novel console back in the day, Senran Kagura is for some reason on the Switch of all things, that is thriving on the Switch instead of the PlayStation. We gotta go back and we gotta finish Estival Versus, guys. I did like one stream of it. And we gotta have Vulcan there because it will drive him mad. Oh, another genre as I'm looking through my Steam list here. No pure stealth games. There's a lot of games that have stealth elements, but no pure stealth. Thief games. Thief had the most advanced stealth, and that was what, like an early 2000s game? Or like late 90s, early 2000s. And yet we still don't have games where like you will be detected more easily if you're walking on tiled floor instead of carpeted floor. You probably think I'm real mad, don't you, dog? Yeah, you're snoozing. I forgot I have Alice the Madness Returns, but unfortunately it's Alice the Madness Returns owned by EA. So, there's probably a very slim chance I can ever run this game. As much as I would really love to play this game and unleash my inner, like, emo girl. So I'm not gonna lie, the sick, twisted nature of Alice the Madness Returns, I kind of gel with it. Call of Cthulhu.
Oh
This...
God, come back to.
Call of Cthulhu. I played this and I immediately... How long did I play this? I played it for 6 hours and I will probably never play it again. Because it's basically every, like, shitty, like... Let's put it this way, Vulcan. The main mechanics of, like, when you have to, like, deal with monsters and shit is hide, and if monster finds you, it immediately kills you.
Oh, I know. I played the game.
Yeah, and your choices, you know, like, when you're building up, like, your, like, psychology or your strength or whatever, you know, because you try to fucking roleplay, don't mean shit, because there's still a chance they fail. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but, you know. I figured they would have made, like... Was it Fallout New Vegas, where it was, like... You need 75 out of 100 Beechcraft to choose this dialogue option. Why can't we just have that? Why does it gotta be random? Because that's just gonna make people reload. I guess it's not easy making a game sometimes, but you just gotta realize sometimes, like, well, if they take the bad choice, they're just gonna restart and pick the one that isn't the bad choice. You know?
Yeah.
It's like the Taletale games. Which, by the way, I always said those games are bullshit, and I feel so fucking vindicated. Now that that's just like the norm opinion.
I mean, back in the day with The Walking Dead, that was like pretty cool. Okay, like we can kind of agree on that.
No, because it was all lies. It was smoke and mirrors. It always was.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, and spoilers for the fucking decade-old game.
2-decade-old game.
2-decade-old game. There's no way it came out in 2004. But...
It's pretty close. It's really close.
But no matter what you do, no matter who dies by your choices or whatever, Clementine is always going to be alone, and she's always going to kill the main character.
Just like I will always be an alcoholic.
It's like, and then, you know, like, oh shit, Kenny's dead. Like, oh man, wow, I really liked Kenny. Yeah, he comes back as a main character through like 90% for like 90% of the story that you can't get rid of in the second game. Like, I mean, I'll give them credit. They bamboozled people for like how many fucking games? Where they were kind of like the proto Fortnite, right? Where it's like Telltale, you know, Batman, Telltale, Borderlands, Telltale, Hello Kitty's Island Adventure.
Okay, the only one I will defend actively for reasons that are honestly bullshit is the Telltale Batman series.
Really?
Yeah, and it is bullshit. Like, the whole thing is fucking stupid as shit. The only thing I enjoy is what... I pray to God this is the right thing I'm thinking of. But I liked what they did to the Joker. Where they just kind of made him be a dude.
It's more like an origin story, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, I'll give them that. I don't agree with any other angles they had. Where, like, the Penguin was, like, some young Scottish guy, and Harley Quinn was that. And I didn't like Harley Quinn to begin with. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna say the, what was the one about the fairy tales? Wolf of something? Wolf Among Us?
Wolf Among Us.
I'll at least give that one. That one is actually kind of creative, unless it's like based off a comic I don't know about. Because every other thing they've done was just rip off someone else's IP. You know, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Batman, Borderlands. That one was actually pretty unique. And I think we can all get behind Bigsby.
Playing Ghosts of Sushi right now.
I'm gonna have to update that Sony starter pack meme and add that one in there.
Like, it is an Ubisoft game. Or a Sony game, but you know.
It's basically the AAA starter pack game, you know.
It is. It's so blatantly AAA and just fucking stupid. But I can safely say the gameplay is fun. And I can only say that because they fucking got it down to a science that makes our little monkey brains happy.
Yeah, it's like isekai, right? We can probably agree that like the amount of shovelware and trash there is out there, but for some reason people still keep consuming it.
Like, so far with this game, I've really enjoyed it. I also have really been flopping between the Japanese and English voices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Japanese for like, oh, I can be a weeb, blah blah blah, like full on Japanese, Japan, yay.
It's just so much more emotional when it's in the subs, man.
It really does kind of come across with a different vibe. Like, it's not the, oh, that's a fucking bear. I didn't know Japan had bears. What the fuck?
You can't stop bears, dude.
I genuinely did. I'm going to Google after this fight. Oh fuck.
What was it I heard about that game? Like, the guy they modeled the main character after is, like, Japan's, like, golden boy. And so, like, Japan has, like, this weird, like, hard block on, like, nudity mods for Ghost of Tsushima. Because they don't want to associate him with that. Then again, they tried doing that exact same thing with Final Fantasy 15, but Cindy existed. You know, the big-breasted, buxom mechanic girl that always had her top real low. And then obviously, you know, like the four like pretty boys that always riding together, Brokeback Mountain style.
God damn, Japan has bears. Brown bears and Asian black bears. Fuck. Okay.
Can't stop them, dude.
Actually,
I mean, how can you stop them when your only strategy is curl up in a ball and hope you don't die?
damn. I mean, 357 Magnum.
You ever see Cocaine Bear?
Look, if the brain and brainstem are gone, it can't move. Or I mean, it can move, but it, you know, it'll just be like flopping on the floor.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying. You ever see the movie?
Yeah, I did. That was a fucking trip of a movie.
I watched it with my dad. It's a wild movie. Loosely based off a bear that actually consumed copious amounts of cocaine.
I can't get over that. I love how the cartel just fucks up that royally.
Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't become like a franchise. Just, my dog just groaned and it scared me because it only came out of one ear. It only went in one ear. I thought it's like The Ring or something. But so do you also remember that movie Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey?
No.
It's when Winnie the Pooh became like public domain, and people immediately capitalized on it by making like a Winnie the Pooh like slasher movie. It didn't do well, but apparently it did well enough that they made a second one, and now they kind of want to do like a childhood horror cinematic universe. Why couldn't we have that with like Cocaine Bear instead? You know, like I don't know, Cocaine Bear, Stone Sloth. I don't know. Marijuana Monkey. I feel like people will watch Marijuana Monkey. Oh god, never mind. I don't even want to know. He gets like a bad trip and I'm dying. I'm dropping frames.
Terrible.
Stabilize, please. There we go. It's just, dude, just because you ever see what monkeys do to people's faces?
I have.
Because recently I watched, apparently there's like this woman on Oprah where they're interviewing her because she got her like face mauled by a chimp, and they showed it, and it looked like something out of Pink Floyd's The Wall. Monkeys are horrifying creatures. I don't ever want to be near one. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I want a monkey as a pet. Like, no, those are violent motherfuckers. And if they start showing their teeth, they ain't smiling. That's when you that's when you get the shotgun. You pray to God your aim is true. How do we get from shitting on the games industry to monkey attacks? Oh, right.
What did you say? I don't know.
I just realized we went on this tangent that started like shitting on the games industry, like AAA games, to monkeys ripping people's faces off.
Yeah, that's the average pipeline.
Yeah. All right, bears in Japan. That's how we got here. Oh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to bring up. If not, we might get into the game because I've done some grinding. And it's gonna look like I didn't do much, but believe me, everyone's ABI is up by a lot. I shouldn't say a lot, it's probably like around the 40 range, but you only need 20 for where we're going. I get why in Digimon they have the ABI stat. It's because they really want you to stress like the notion of evolution, because Digimon really don't die, Vulcan. What happens is they basically get converted back to a Digi-Egg and they're born again. And they try to implement that, like saying you should de-Digivolve your Digimon. And so they do that. You have to at least do it once to like get to the final evolution stage, which is Mega. Still not as bad as Dawn and Dusk. Oh, what's that? You watch Digimon Tamers and you want Sakuyamon because that's like your waifu mon? Oh, you're gonna need Kazuamon. How do I get Kazuamon? Oh, you take that Talmon right there, and then you fuse it with this random fucking Digimon to make Kazuamon. Okay. Can I de-digivolve it back so I can get Sakuyamon? No. No, it's stuck like that. So I need to make 2 Renamon. Uh-huh. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you want Piedmon? Well, you're gonna need to have a Piedmon already to digivolve into it. Well then how the fuck am I supposed to get it? Go on the internet and figure out how to DNA digifuse 2 random Digimon into making a Piedmon. Why would I level up Piedmon? So you could have 2, I guess? Dawn and Dusk was so dumb. They kind of had a cool idea, but now I realize that it's ball busting. So what it used to be Vulcan was, instead of just getting like flat XP, you would get like type XP based upon the Digimon you beat. So if you beat like Holy type Digimon, you get Holy type XP. If you beat a Dragon type, you get Dragon type XP. You still get normal XP and level up, but you'd also get that Elemental type added to your Digimon. And you would need certain type XP to evolve. So like dragons would probably need like Dragon type, or if they're like Metal Greymon who was a dragon that became a cyborg, you'd also need like a little bit of dragon and a little bit of machine type. But that just made it grindier. The game was incredibly rushed. I don't know what it is, dude, but every time I like look up like development for a Digimon game, I wonder how the fuck did these people even survive this? Making this game. Like Digimon Dawn and Dusk, despite how much people hold those games fondly, they had like a year of development time, if that. They just had to reuse a bunch of sprites and make a half-ass story. And then, oh god, dude, fucking the latest one, like Digimon Survive, that game was in development hell for so long. And as much as I love Digimon, it's kind of cool that they went with kind of like a mix of visual novel and like visual novel with like a morality system and kind of like grid-based strategy RPG. I cannot fucking play that game, dude. Because it gates you out of like saving people, because the kids in that game brutally die. Like one guy like abuses the shit out of his Digimon to evolve because of his own like insecurities, and he's like, okay motherfucker, I'm gonna digivolve, and then he just picks him up and fucking eats him like a Snickers bar. And you can't prevent that. But at the end of the scene, it's like, huh, you know, if you were better friends with, you know, fucking Joe Schmo, he might have survived. But you can't get that until, you can't get that high level enough friendship until New Game Plus. And it's a long fucking game with the reading, so you probably can't skip through most of it.
Oh boy. I love New Game Plus. It makes you replay the entire game, giving you slightly better content.
Alan Wake 2.
The entirety of Armored Core.
Yeah. No! Alan Wake 2 is good! You just gotta get the New Game Plus! Really? Why is that? Because there's like 10 seconds of extra video at the end after an after credit scene! No. I will not, Sam I am. And for those that don't know, there's a special place in the heart of the Hawk House for Alan Wake 1. I don't think I'm just shitting on Alan Wake, I just do not like 2. I grew up with... My dad's a huge Stephen King fan, and we would like watch all of his like mini-series and stuff. And we also watched Twin Peaks, so... Alan Wake 1 was basically... Stephen King writing Twin Peaks, so... And that's... So... I like that game, but Alan Wake 2, no. I heard that game barely recuperated what it spent. Which you could probably say about a lot of the games industry if you think about it. It's like that game I brought up that we'll be playing later in the week, Moonring. I'm more excited about that shitty little like pixel Ultima style game than like anything I've seen in like the VGAs, you know? I almost said E3, but that hasn't been a thing for years.
I kinda miss the days of E3. Just because it was something to be hyped about.
I have to imagine.
During COVID, I remember when we watched it 2 years in a row because we were all just bored as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I will say this, the fucking Twitch chat when we watched it was hilarious.
Oh my god, it was an actual fucking joke.
Yeah, no, because it was just like they would like copy pasta like an Among Us man with a penis in chat, like an anime girl making an ahegao face, and like The Rock like side eye. It was such a joke, and it just kept going that the mods weren't even stopping them.
There's nothing they could do. It was just gonna get worse and worse.
No, they had to put in like subscriber only mode, and they didn't have any subscribers. It's just like, I don't know, because I mean, let's be real, right? Is like, what's that one game, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, the second one?
Something like that.
How many times every year did we see a cinematic trailer for that game, and we never saw any fucking gameplay?
Too fucking many.
Exactly. So having it one more time at E3 wasn't gonna make much of a difference. At that point, we would have probably actively started hating the game. I mean, I've always hated that franchise, but I think it's overhyped.
I have a reason to hate it.
Yeah. Now it's just been in my face so long that I'm justified. How are they even gonna explain it? Because isn't the whole thing is like she's schizophrenic? Like, you could probably like explain like a lot of that stuff when she's by herself. But how the fuck do you explain like her and several other people physically fighting a giant other than it was all a dream? And she's like cracked out of her mind on the shore and nothing even happened. Because like, yeah, if it's like, okay, she's by herself and she just killed a bunch of people because she thought they were monsters, that makes sense. But when other people are reacting to the shit she's seeing, that's when it gets kind of iffy. It's like, you ever play any of those, like, quick time event games? Like, Until Dawn, House of Ashes?
I did a little bit.
My dad loves Until Dawn. I think... Let me think here. We played Man and Medan. We played The Quarry. Fuck that game, by the way. Fuck it in its stupid ass. And then we played House of Ashes, which was legitimately fun. There were so many, like, cheap deaths in The Quarry. I shit you not, dude. We survived. We didn't have a single character die for, like, 3/4 of the game. And all of a sudden, in the span of 30 minutes, we lost, like, half the roster. Like, stupid bullshit. House of Ashes was fun, though, because, like, the concept of being in Iraq right after 9/11, fighting subterranean vampires, is actually kind of a cool concept. The fucking power I felt when I got, like, the minigun working, and I just lit up a bunch of vampires was great.
It's not even a minigun, too. That's the best part. If that was an actual minigun, they'd all be fucked. There's a Vickers Mark I machine gun. It was a fucking late World War I machine gun.
Dude, what was his name? the Iraqi's name, where he basically had God's spear the entire game.
Dude, the fact, oh, his melee
God's
was so badass.
God's rebar spear, dude.
God's rebar, dude. That just goes to
Salim,
show,
that
if
was his
humanity-
name.
Dude, if humanity had a common enemy, we'd actually be broken as a species. We would be too fucking powerful to stop.
Like, hold
Just
on,
give
hold
us-
on.
Come on,
We
aliens,
might
fuck with us. Please fuck with us.
look. We have a differing, opposing religious views, but I think we can all agree. Alien vampires. I think that's more heresy than what we've got going on. We can kill each other for oil after the vampires are dead. And this is honestly the best character writing. Like, I don't think there's a single person that hates Salim. And then, what was his name? It was like the stoner loser kid that ended up becoming like Salim's best friend. Jason, I think his name was. Like, they just start hating each other, and then they just go and like, you know, I'd go, like, they actually go back into the vampire-infested caves to go get Salim. Oh, that was good. Nick was a little weak, though, because he was just kind of there to be the other guy. Because he was tapping another guy's woman. He's just kind of there.
Salim was just. I can't, man. I'd kill.
Ow.
I'd kill that man like that as a fucking ally. Like, he's what all men want to be.
Yeah, he's just a dad trying to get home, and he's just armed with like the fender of a car.
We're gonna ignore the part where he's in the Iraqi military that was bought out by the Taliban, but.
Yeah. But goddamn, he's just. Like, even at the end, he just walks off in the sunset just to go see his boy.
And the best part is all those people still ended up fighting. Actually, no, I think the Americans actually all got fucking executed at the end. They like actually found like really fucked up shit, and the government's like, okay, guys, you can't know this. Yet they still have just quarantine workers that are going in and out, doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Is that makes 100% sense in the U.S. military.
Yeah, when I played those games, I shit you not, dude. Whenever I had control of like a woman, like me and my dad, we split it up, so it's generally kind of like half and half. And whatever woman I had is like on my main side, she would always end up dying. I killed okay, in my defense, the Man Medan one was kind of bullshit. Because let's say this, right? Like, okay, there's a pirate with a gun, and he's freaking the fuck out. And he's saying, you breathed in the mist, didn't you? As he's waving his gun in your face. You would assume that you would try to calm him down and say, we haven't interacted with the mist, right? No. If you say, yeah, we breathed in the mist, he's fine. But if you tell him you didn't, he just pops his gun for no reason and kills one of the people. It was my person, by the way. And then I ended up killing Rachel in House of Ashes. Because, I don't know what happened. I tried making a choice. And the game just didn't accept the input, so she just kind of ran away and became a monster.
It's your own damn problem. She
I
chose
mean,
to do that.
I didn't choose for her. But you know, it was a great bonding moment for what's his name and Nick when they both bonded over killing the woman they loved.
Hell yeah. No problem here.
Plot twist, Rachel. Nick and Eric are now lovers.
Oh shit.
They're little did you know after this they joined the Navy.
Navy.
In the Navy.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
We didn't play the bad ones, at least me and my dad. We both knew what would happen if we played the Salem Witch one, because it's every single Salem Witch trial story is always the same, dude. They were unjustly accused of being a witch. What if they were a witch, though? What if we spice it up a little bit? And then the fucking bullshit ending of that game just completely invalidates the entire game. And, you know, what was the last one? It was like, you were in the house of, like, America's first serial killer. And that game barely even functions. At least when I saw it. It was so buggy. I shit you not, I watched somebody play, and the game actually bugged out, and they couldn't pull a lever that was going to save someone's life. And they ended up losing a character because of a game-breaking bug.
Checks out.
Yep. Maybe don't make a roadmap for all your games. Maybe just make one good one and see how that starts out. You know, that's what kind of what Marvel did.
Warhammer Battle Sector did. They didn't really make a big-ass roadmap, and the game's doing pretty well.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, dude, I think that was the worst fucking thing Marvel's ever done for society. Was do the whole, like, cinematic universe thing. Because there are so many companies that want to do a Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they wanted to rush it. Because they wanted everyone to know they're doing a cinematic universe. So they didn't even bother to make a good fucking movie in the first place. Like, what was the one, Universal Dark? Where they had, like, the Mummy? Which, that makes me sad, because as a huge fan along with my father in the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies, whenever I'm scrolling through the TV guide and I see the Mummy, it's that shitty Brad Pitt, or not Brad Pitt, a Tom Cruise movie, I die a little inside. Because I have been denied, and I've been blue-balled. So that was their, like, Mummy one, and they wanted to do ones of, like, Frankenstein and the Wolfman, and make, like, their own, like, little, like, old-school horror monster Justice League bullshit. That was fun. It was a funny idea. And that first one didn't do good, so... What other ones did people try doing? Like, obviously DC shit the bed real hard. And that's coming from a guy that grew up with a lot of Batman stuff. Just around him.
It's also DC, that's really not surprising.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like...
Anything corporate now is doomed to fail.
Yeah. I'm just like, how do you fuck up a Justice League movie? Like, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are probably like 3 of the top most iconic superheroes ever. And you start out with a Superman movie that is somewhat controversial. Then you make a Batman Superman movie that's also got a Wonder Woman cameo and a Justice League cameo in it. And then you go straight into the Justice League movie. Give the other people their movie. Okay, maybe not, because the Ezra Miller was the Flash.
Yeah.
I forgot that movie existed, dude. I forgot. I went with my parents to watch that. Because they, like, made me. Fucking forgot about that movie. It was so awful and it was so predictable.
See, I've not been much of a movie person these past few years. A lot of things been flying under my radar.
I never really was a big movie person at all. But my dad is, so I just kind of had to do, like, I watch a lot of movies.
Like, the big one I remember watching in recent years are, other than the little anime ones that I watched with my ex because, well, we were just two weebs. think it was just that Avatar movie, Way of Water.
Hmm.
Which
I
I
think-
really enjoyed the movie, but I'm a nerd for marine biology, so
Yeah. I'm trying to think
Story
like
didn't
what was the last big movie I saw? It might have unironically been the Flash movie. But like watch wise by myself? I don't know. I watched like mini-series OVAs of anime. I wonder if that would count. It's like Gunsmith Cat was what, like an hour's worth of content? Because there's like 3 20-minute episodes or some shit. This is reminding me, I need to watch the Trigun movie. Again, I remember watching that back in the day. I'm gonna see... well, I'd have to figure out an avenue. Because let's be real, the only way to like watch like older anime is through pirating sites, basically. And see if I can get my dad to do it, because for some reason he's just a snob. He won't watch anything that's like older than 8 years. Like if it's like earlier than mid 2010s, he won't watch it for some reason. But that's the best shit. That's the better art style.
wait, Hawk, I have a question.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier about the Ghost of Tsushima being really like anti-nudity mods in Japan because of the main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Homie is straight up naked. I just went through a cutscene and he was
Maybe
naked.
Maybe it's just the connotation of sex mods. Maybe not necessarily nudity, but I mean,
Like,
I'm sure they
everything
mean
was
like.
there except the penis was out of frame.
Oh, well, I mean, if
But
you didn't see
everything
his
was there.
penis, that might be fine then, because that's basically censorship. Sometimes they don't censor the ass, you know. But I'm sure if it's
More,
like
but
you
I'm not
just,
gonna say it on stream.
yeah. I'm sure they probably don't want it to be like he's like riding on his horse naked through the open world sections. Trying to sneak up to a shogun to stab him in the back. His like dick's flopping in the wind. I'll probably stop before Japan gets angry at me. You won't be able to stop the internet though. You'll never win that fight. They are legion and they are many. And it just makes them want to do it more. In the wise words of Filthy Frank, I'll fucking do it again. I'm gonna have to cut this VOD up. I'm telling you that right now.
More than likely.
I'll be fine. Our podcast segments are kind of popular though. At least when I like cut them up into segments.
I mean, I'm not very surprised about that, to be completely honest.
I mean, when I have a title like Hawk's College Femboy Experience, that was probably my fastest growing video in a short span of time. And my most liked video. I need to find the video so we can... Oh, no, I did do a video on the Goth Girl PsyOp. I just hear him giggle in the background. It works, motherfucker.
it did work.
Telling you, man, cartoonists are some sick fucks indoctrinating children like that. You know they probably thought about it. I mean, why would there be so many goth girls, right? That's just such a... That's a niche for such young people, you know? So playing. Then again, cartoonists are horn dogs. 'Cause isn't there like actual like sketches that like animators at Disney would make when they were bored and horny, and they just do like naughty pictures of the characters?
That is not surprising at all.
No.
Actually, those probably would make a lot of money in certain markets.
Yeah, it's
They
canon.
can't just like post it.
I know.
It's fucking Mickey Mouse will fucking kill you in your sleep.
Well, Steamboat Willie is public domain now.
No.
Not the rest of Mickey Mouse though, because Disney for some reason is never gonna get rid of that. Because I guess they're just above copyright laws. No, you don't like that one, do you?
Laws are just for losers, evidently.
Mm.
Can I make it down this mountain without dying? Can I Skyrim this mountain?
What was it like the last like copyright laws that they made for the internet were in like early 2000s? Before they like figured out what the internet was.
It was something like that.
It still gets
Almost
abused.
died.
I could probably go to a YouTube video right now and copyright strike it and they probably wouldn't even think about it.
Probably not. That's like the sad reality.
Yeah.